Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. We're continuing on with the fabric soft-sided journal series, and we're gonna get some pages ready. I'm gonna show you what I did off camera, and we'll continue with the pockets and other things to get ready, and then maybe I don't think we'll get to sew them in today. That will probably be the next video. So moving on, I believe I had added these pockets last time, but I did just come in and add a little journal tag here, journaling prompt here. And I made these the other day and did a tutorial on them, and I'm going to put a couple of these different fabric tags in the book. I'm not sure which ones. So I did put that one in, and I just came in because I'm using a lot of the images from Mrs. Cogg's Yellow in the Garden, and added some fabric or some crochet trim on the top and a little charm to this tag, and that's probably what I'm going to pop in the front pocket. I just put that in there. Now we're going to prepare, let me see, the pages of this this signature. I did prepare most of the pages of this one, and I'll do a quick flip to show you what I did do. I did another lace pocket here, but it's actually a double. It's a lace pocket and also that same fabric, that duck cloth. And actually, I just popped these two tags in and made this little tag here with some crochet trim just to see how it would look, and I think that's going to be cute. We're going to make one of these little doohickeys today. I plan on hoping to get there, and I just came in on these pockets that we had made together. Of course, I went to the machine and sewed and added a little double pocket here, so you have, and there's a piece of bling, and so you have, you know, a place to pop in even more ephemera. And then I'm going to be doing some tags here. I did come in with that stencil that we used last time on here. So let me take these items out. Whoops, I'm still standing. I'm going to sit down. What I did do is on these signature covers, I came in and added some of this trim at the bottom that we had talked about possibly running down the side of the book, and I just didn't like the way that looked. But I thought that this would look super cute hanging out the bottom. So let me just show you what that would look like in the book. This will be sewn in here. Then we're going to have the lace coming out here that's from in between the two fabrics. And then, I don't know if you can see that, I left a lot of the sewing trims. And then it will just kind of dangle out the bottom. So I thought that would be kind of cute because I liked that trim. So that's what I did there. Then I wanted to pull in some of the fabric, so I did a fabric flip on this page, and we'll do some of this together. I made a tuck spot here out of two little banners, and this was from a graphic from the Graphics Fairy. Then I came in and did some stenciling on some pages. Let me see, some stamping, and I've got these stamps out because I'm going to do it in the next signature. Let me see, anything on here? Yes, I added this cute vintage stamp here. Here we have some script stamping, and I'll share with you what script stamp that one was. It was from Prima. I have it over here, so we'll be doing it. So, and I just came in and I did some inking and things like that. So the rest of whatever I'm going to do on these pages, I will do once the signature is sewn in, because I find it if I do too many elements and too much embellishing on the pages, it's harder for me when I go to sew it in. So I usually do partial, sew in my signatures, and then let me put this aside. We'll work, whoops, and then we'll work on this one. Now I did do some inking here. We will do something, you know, trim this out a little bit. And so I did come in and do a little bit of inking, and I added a few things. So like on this page I stenciled that we had put this pocket on, and I did the same little double pockets. So when we go to prepare the tags, we'll make some little ones to go there. And then I wanted to show you, I wanted to put one of these in the other, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that out. I put one of my journaling prompts, I just glued it right on the top there. And this is one of the ones that we made the other day. So I got to come in and do some stenciling and some stamping. We'll do that together, but what I want to do is I want to add one of these somewhere in this signature. So let's pick a page. See, I could even put this, that's too narrow of a page. This one says Hope. I could even use this maybe possibly as a tuck spot. It's kind of flimsy though. Let me see. Oh, this is one of the pages that I did a watercolor wash on, and it was a metallic watercolor wash. Then I just came in and did some, it's yellow. I don't think the camera's picking up the yellow. And then I came in and added some of that chipped sapphire script stamping, and then a little bit of the blue chipped sapphire on the edges of the page. So that's what I did there. I want to find a spot for that journaling prompt here, this right here. Now let's figure out which one of these journaling prompts we want to add. This just says journal. I already have that in the front. This says create. It's got a little key, and a little ball pin, and two little seed beads on there. Could do that. This one is just a tag that says dream, where I could just come up the side. Let me see. Like that, just for interest on the page, but actually it goes this way. Maybe just over there, dream. This one's a little pocket tag, but that says journal. Here, this one, here's a pocket tag. I just pulled out a few. This one says create. And that could come out the top, so where there's a tab, let me see what that would look like on the outside of the journal. I always try to, you know, before I glue anything in, nope, I don't like that. I don't want that to do that. I always check to see what it looks like in the cover. Let me move this again. I think I like the one, this is just a plain, I'm gonna put that somewhere because it's just a plain. Where's the one, I wanted the long, yeah. Probably, I like this, dream. Let's just do dream. It's got a little sewing bobble on it. I think I'm just gonna glue that down. I'm not gonna worry about, because this is such a good glue, I'm not gonna sew it on the page. So this morning, since my husband works long hours, and I mean last night I didn't get home till 10:30 last night. Tonight will be probably after 7. So I'm left to do the hurricane preparedness, and it looks like it's going to be a really big one. So coming right at us. I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida, which is about an hour north of West Palm Beach, and they're talking about possible 4, which is a super, super strong, catastrophic size storm. And we stay put. We've been through a lot of them. We just stay here and we hunker down and we prepare, and you know, we live in a safe community with a lot of help and things like that. And our house is up to top-notch hurricane code because it's a fairly new house, just a couple years old. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I thought, well, I'm just going to take a break from that right now. I've got most of my supplies in, and Saturday, probably gonna be hitting on Sunday. Maybe if it speeds up, it would be here Saturday, but we're gonna take in all the outside furniture and things like that. And my daughter may end up coming here with her 2 little ones. I'm gonna put this one up here. It says breathe, but you know what? Let me go ahead and take this out and do a little stenciling or inking on it. I want these 2. I'm gonna pull these 2 out. I just think these are so cute. And what a great way to use up your, you know, your scraps. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is the Prima marketing script stamp. You can see it's a big stamp. It's got all kinds of different scripts, so I think I'll do a little bit of that. In the Chip Sapphire, because I'm pulling in the blues. Okay, and there's probably going to be a little left on my pad. I'm just going to go down here and maybe a little at the bottom here and a little at the top here. Okay, then I'll come in and do just a little of this. It's almost like a navy, the Chip Sapphire, maybe a little, not quite that dark. So we got our last generator kind of, I guess, gave up the ghost. So we've got to try to go pick up a generator tonight, which I don't really like spending the money on that, but it is super, super hot here. And it really affects my health. And if we lose our electricity, we lose our air conditioning. So we could at least plug in a little portable AC unit for one room. And I've literally, let me see, 15 years ago, we had some real bad storms where we lost our electricity for a long, long time. And I practically lived in one room for, you know, we had back-to-back storms a month apart. Wilma, I'm trying to remember the name. We lost a lot of fencing. We had to get a new roof from that storm. We had a summer kitchen outside. We lost that. I mean, my husband ended up having to take up, I think, about 125 pine trees that had split or come down. It was weeks of cleanup, weeks and weeks and weeks. Back then we had a well. I was gonna add a little bit of that. And with the well, we had to, if you lose your electricity, you lose your pump, you can't flush a toilet, you have no running water. So that was not fun. And I think the first month they were back to back. We had, I don't know, 12 or 14 days with no electricity. And then the second one, it was about 10 or 12. So within 2 months, we had lost about 3-4 weeks and we couldn't flush our toilet or anything. I mean, it was not fun. Not fun, but you know what? We made it through, and we live in the United States, and we have, you know, pretty comfy around in these parts. So here we go. Now I feel like I need to add, I want to add a little bit here on this pocket. Maybe just a little cheesecloth and a prompt. See what I have over here. Oh, I've got my laces. I'm gonna add some of that in here somewhere. Maybe just a little, let me see. I'm gonna cut out one of these words. Great, amazing. Let me cut the word amazing out. Could tear it, but this is kind of a neater looking journal. Okay. This is kind of a pretty little ruffly ribbon here, a roughly crocheted trim. So let me see if I have any cheesecloth over here. I brought it out somewhere. Okay. Here's some that's been coffee dyed. Let's see what that looks like. Just cut a little piece off. I'm gonna put it on this side because I don't want to cover that cute little flower right there. Oops, sorry. Okay, we've got to ink it. I've got a little bit too much cheesecloth. Let me just glue this cheesecloth right over here. And I might add a little bling because I've been adding some bling to the this is a little bit too big. Bling to the journal. Sometimes I don't like any kind of embellishment like that, but I think this is kind of like a real pretty, like a feminine type journal, so I think a little bling is in line. Let's see what I've got. Okay. Here's a black. Oh no, that's green. Green is pretty. I put that one out here. I might use that somewhere in the book. I just like this Borealis. I think that's what they call that, Borealis. Here, I need a little ink. Crystal. So pretty. Okay, I'll just add that right there. And probably the bling right on the side of the word. Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna put it there. Yep. Right there. Hold this down a little bit. Whoops, I think I got a little bit too much glue there. The strings. You get glue strings with Fabri-Tac. I used to use glue dots. Oops. Let me let that sit for a minute. I'll show you what. As a matter of fact, I think I pull them out because they're called Zots. And they are clear adhesive dots. And they really do, they're easier. So you just pop, they come like this. And you just, see? You just put your crystal right on there, pick it up, and put it down. So I'm gonna keep those out. Because, so this is what they're called. You can also get them by other companies, but I like these small. This is minuscule, tiny, minuscule, so I like that. So let me let that sit for a minute. Let's pop in here and see. We will come back and make a nice tag for there. I'm going to die cut some tags. I want to put a little something here. I don't want a prompt. Let me see what I did in the other one. No, oh, I just put a little crystal in the side. I feel like I need to add a little. I have this little stamp right here. It's just, let me go ahead and put it down here to see if that's what I want to do. Actually, I think it goes this way. That's kind of cute. It's not clinging real good. I think I have another, I have this one, but it's too big. I could put a flower on there. Add this flower. I just don't want it to get in the way because I'm gonna have tags here and tags here, and I'm just looking for my other, thought I had another smaller stamp on here. I'll try this stamp. It's just not, it's not clinging good. I don't want it to fall. I don't know, I kind of like that little flower. You know what, I'm not going to stamp on there. I'm just going to use this flower, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of, you know, just get rid of all the, make it not so white. Let's put it that way. And we'll glue that, and I think I'll put a crystal right in the middle. Oh, I did the wrong side. Let me see. Yeah, I did the wrong side. These applique type flowers are very hard for me to tell which side is up and which side is down. Here, I'll just glue this. So I have the TV on over there with the sound off because I'm watching this storm very closely. Even a 4, I mean, I don't know. I've said we need to go. My husband, but we have 3 dogs, so it makes it very hard, you know, to travel with 3 dogs and then the expense. But if we felt like we weren't going to be safe here, we would leave. You know, we're not right on the coast. We are inland, you know, so we're probably, 10 miles from the coast. So it's not, I mean, if I were living, I certainly would, if I were in the, you know, off the water, you know, the intercoastal, or I wouldn't, you know, that's a mandatory evacuation in those places. I would not stay. No way. But I'm not in a mandatory evacuation zone here. We're not even really considered a flood zone, though, you know, the streets do flood when it rains like that, but it's not like it's going to come up in the house. So it just, you have to make sure that if the streets aren't passable, that you have all your, you know, all your stuff that you need. That's cute. So we will come in and make a couple little mini tags and a big tag for up there. I've got this on here. This one I add a little bit of ink. I'll probably come back and add a little bit more ink afterwards. I'll come in and add ink after. Ink here. I'll do that after. I'm gonna come in off the edges with my brush and add some ink. Let's add something to this paper here. I think these are so cute. This is black ink and it's got a little pen, but it fell off somewhere. Oh well. Somewhere on my desk. We'll just do this black ink. So since that says black ink, I need to get the black ink. All right, let me take this out so I get a good stamp. Let's do right here. That's good. And I think I'm gonna add a little navy. What do I do with my brush? Here it is. Since that's, I think the ink just adds some interest to the pages, especially if you're not going to be stenciling them. I could come in and stencil all of these, but I think I'll just do this little script stamp. Okay, this one looks like this, and I'd have to look up the name of the company, and this is one I need to do better by keeping packaging. So you get this little wording, you get a little music, you get these little numbers, and then this is all in French. So actually it's not gonna stick, so I'm just gonna plop my paper right on it. Easiest way. It's actually upside down, but That's okay. Okay, and just a little bit of ink here. Just gonna do a little bit together, guys, today. That's cute. So that is gonna go right there. Well, since I have this open, let me go ahead and do this. It's a vintage photo. Distress ink here. And I like to do down the seam of the paper, you know, where you fold it, the fold of the paper. Okay, let's see what else. Did that there, did stenciling there. Where's the rest of my, oh, here they are. Rest of my papers. Let's go ahead and do some work on this envelope. I think I'll pull my Mod Podge out and do a little napkin decoupage or collage. Okay, I have this napkin because I thought the colors were good. Here's actually one I already separated. Okay, so I'm sure y'all seen that a million times, how to separate the napkins. They're either a 2-ply or a 3-ply. This one, see now there's another ply on there. So this pulled away pretty easy. And have to pull that one away. Now, something very interesting about napkins. I don't even know who makes this because it's not written on here. But there are angel policies on napkins, and you never think about that, where if you're going to sell your items that you're using your napkin with, you might want to check the angel policy to see if you can do that. Otherwise, you can't sell that journal. And I found this out on Gail Agostinelli's channel yesterday because I never ever think about checking the napkins. I check this, you know, the stencils and the stamps and the papers and all of that, especially stamps. But I've never thought about, because I don't use a lot of napkins and decoupaging anyways, but you know, they're nice to use. Excuse me, I gotta take a sip of water. But you need to check that out. So just putting that out there. I have no idea who makes this napkin. So it's not even written on here. I'm sure it's written. I gotta see if I have the original package for that, because I know I have more of them in there, and I better check it. Now I know that she listed Blue Fern Studios and their policies and with stamps, and she's done a lot of, you know, to let us know about that. But I know that I have a lot of napkins from Michelle Designs, I think that's what you say, and they've got a good good liberal policy where if you buy it, you can do what you want with it. So you can, once it's yours, you can decoupage the heck out of them and put them on your books and covers and everything, and sell your products. So, anyways, quite interesting. And I kind of understand, you know, if you're an artist, you know, and you might spend a lot of time making something, but something like a napkin, somebody brought up a good thing where you can wipe your hands on it and throw it in a landfill or whatever, but you can't decoupage with it, and then what you decoupage, so it's kind of like, I don't know. All right, let's do some of this pretty rose. This is Tim Holtz. And here's the packaging for this. And I got this from my good friend Stephanie. She's popped it in a little Happy Mail for me. Look how cute this is. I love it. So I've been using that in this book. So I'll just go ahead and do a little bit of background stenciling here. And this video is going to get too long if I'm not careful. I thought we'll probably do this and call it a day. Let's do a little on this side. Well, I'll continue on, you know, a little bit until I got to go back in and do a little bit more hurricane prep. Okay. All right, let me get my Mod Podge. I don't have any water in here. I think I'll just use a little bit of my drinking water. Get this tub because I need it for my paintbrush. Where is my paintbrush? I'm looking for my paintbrush, guys. I had it. This is too small. I need the bigger paintbrush. Let me just slip around on this side of the desk to see what I did with it. Oh, darn. Darn, darn. Got another one, but it's really not the one I want. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to have to come back because I need to find that paintbrush. And I had it out here because all of my other paintbrushes, well, okay. I am going to be back and we will continue on with this in the next video. Sorry about that, guys. Got to find that paintbrush. I need it. Okay, bye.